have to ask, how did that live up to the hype?
Oh yes, yes it did. That was a full force of water.
So Rick, how many gallons?
I didn't put much in anything, maybe about 40.
Oh, not much.
Not much, 40.
Just 40.
We kept the ice out in fear of hurt. When you only brought it up about 20 feet, you didn't know. It was all good though, it was awesome. Do it again? Eh?
Daniel Emund
Yes.
and his wife Katie from Teen Challenge, you also lost a family member, your dad, to ALS.
Yes.
Talk about what that was like.
That was cool, actually. Nice and cool. You know what, we've been watching all the media and stuff, and we've seen all the different stories, and you know, Karen, I actually remember even sitting in your office sharing, before this whole ALS Ice Bucket Challenge started, sharing my story with you about how when my dad was sick, I turned to drugs, and my life became completely out of control, and it wasn't until I found Jesus and came into Teen Challenge, and I just celebrated 8 years of complete freedom and got great friends like Rick and Karen, and
Doesn't really well.
but that was before this whole ALS Ice Bucket, and I've prayed for years that not only that, but that God would heal people, you know, with ALS, and that there would be, and I see this as an answer to prayer of things that are moving, and so, yeah, when Rick called me, and even when we met Karen, and Karen said, my dad died of ALS as well, and then he called me, he says, yeah, I said, you know, I waited for the right time, and this is the right time, and we're excited to come out and share in what I believe God's doing through this, and
I happened to hear your list of nominations. Steve Paulson, the executive director of Teen Challenge, might not be such a happy boss after today.
Yeah, and you know what, Karen? We have our demolition derby in front of around 2,000 people next week, and that might be something. Be a good place to get them, eh?
Maybe Daniel Emund's going to be the crash test dummy at that event.
Maybe.
Any thoughts, Karen and Rick? Any words, any messages that you want to get out to everybody after doing this today?
That was a lot of fun and well worth it. Well worth the chill afterwards. But I guess one thing I would like to say is that if you're walking down the street and you see somebody stumbling, instead of assuming and judging, maybe help that person. They might just have ALS.
And that's what happened to your own dad. If you could
Yes.
recap that story quickly.
Well, my father worked in downtown Winnipeg and would go out for lunch and walk down the sidewalks of Portage Avenue, and there was a time when he did stumble and fall on the sidewalk, and he was very embarrassed by it because he was sure people thought he was drunk, and it was just the disease.
Rick, you had dropped the gauntlet or thrown it down to other business owners.
Yes.
What's your message to other business owners here in the Southeast?
You know what, there's many diseases. We're affected by it, all of us, our families. It can be anything, cancer, anything, whatever it is. Let's just not take it for granted. You might have the perfect family, the perfect world, the perfect surroundings in your home. Let's not ever take that for granted. Continue to support, especially the ones that can support, whether it be monies to whatever it is. Continue to do that. And again, I said I myself have 2 children with cystic fibrosis, and I didn't even know what that was until I had children with cystic fibrosis. And continue to just help wherever you can. That's just what we want to do. That's what it's all about. It's all about helping.
And now it's time to go dry off.
Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
Kudos, congratulations, you guys.
Thank you very much.